Most, if not all of us, have experienced some sort of coincidence in our lives. Maybe you said something at the same time as somebody else, or perhaps you bumped into an old friend in the most unlikely of places. But there are those funny little would you believe it types of coincidences and plot twists, and then there are those holy crap that is literally unbelievable types of coincidences. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So, let's get started on this extraordinary journey through the most unbelievable coincidences in history. Number 10. The double tragedy on the Hoover Dam. 112 deaths were associated with the building of the Hoover Dam, but there's a strange coincidence between the first and last men to lose their lives during its construction. The first man to die was a surveyor called George Tierney, who drowned in the Colorado on December 20, 1922, while looking for an ideal place for the dam. The last man to die. Patrick Tierney, George's son, who also died on December 20 in 1935. Number 9. Did the license plate number of Archduke Franz Ferdinand's car hold a secret message? World War I began after Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo on 28th June 1914. The car in which he was traveling at the time of his murder bore a license plate with the number Roman 3-118. What's so strange about that? World War I officially ended on Armistice Day, 11th November 1918, otherwise written as 11/11/18. Number 8. The separated twins with the almost identical lives. A set of twins from Ohio who were separated at birth grew up without any knowledge of each other's existence. Their lives did, however, share a number of strange similarities. They were both named James on their adoptions. They both grew up to be police officers, and both of them married women named Linda. But that's not all. Each had a son, one named James Allen and the other one named James Allen, and each also had a dog named Toy. Both brothers later got divorced, and both ended up remarrying women named Betty. Number 7. The man who predicted the sinking of the Titanic. 14 years before the Titanic sank, in 1898, Morgan Robertson, a fantasy writer from the US, wrote about a ship sinking in a novella called Futility. The ship in the book was called the Titan, but that's not the end of the similarities. For example, like the real Titanic, the Titan was described as unsinkable. They also both had insufficient lifeboats, and they both collided with icebergs in the North Atlantic. Number 6. The Dutch cyclist who escaped 2 plane crashes. Believe it or not, Dutch cyclist Martin de Jonge has escaped not 1 but 2 major plane crashes in his life. Not only was he supposed to be on board missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 before deciding to take a flight that departed an hour earlier. He was also supposed to fly on Malaysia Airlines Flight 17, the one that was shot down over Ukraine in 2014, before changing to a different flight in order to save money. Number 5. The Simpsons predicted Trump for president way back in 2000. The Simpsons has been known to accurately predict all sorts of things, but maybe their most impressive prediction of all, and also the most relevant right now, and depressing, was guessing that Donald Trump would become president. You didn't see it coming. But The Simpsons definitely saw it coming way back in the year 2000, although the pictures featured here are from the 2015 episode. Either that or it's one seriously creepy coincidence. Number 4. The Bulletproof Bible. During World War I, a British soldier named Henry Friston survived a gunshot due to a small Bible he kept in his breast pocket. Years later, in World War II, his son Leonard was also saved from a gunshot by the same Bible. The miraculous protection of this bulletproof Bible amazed the Friston family and countless others. Number 3. Miss Unsinkable. Depending on how you look at it, Violet Jessup was either one seriously lucky lady, or she was one seriously bad omen. The stewardess and nurse were on the HMS Olympic when it struck the HMS Hawk. She was on board the HMHS Britannic when it sank after hitting a sea mine, and she was also traveling on the RMS Titanic when it sank after hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic. No wonder she later became known as Miss Unsinkable. Number 2. Mark Twain predicted his own death. Did the famous writer Mark Twain predict his own death? Well, if he didn't, then it was a major coincidence. The writer was born in 1835, when Halley's Comet was passing the Earth. It only passes once every 76 years or so. But Twain predicted that he would die on its next passing. "I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835, he said in 1909. "It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it." The writer died on the very day of its appearance in 1910. Number 1. Did Edgar Allan Poe have a time machine? Did Edgar Allan Poe own a time machine? Some people think so. How else could he have known about an event almost half a century before it happened? In his book called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, the author describes how 4 sailors who survived the sinking of their ship were forced to eat a rather unfortunate cabin boy named Richard Parker. Although Poe claimed that the story was based on real events, that wasn't actually true. 46 years later, however, a boat really did sink, and the members of the crew who were rescued were forced to eat a cabin boy in order to survive. The cabin boy's name? You guessed it, Richard Parker. And there you have it, the top 10 unbelievable coincidences in history. These extraordinary occurrences leave us pondering the mysteries of chance and destiny. From interconnected lives to eerie predictions, these coincidences challenge our understanding of the world around us. As we continue to explore the fascinating tapestry of history, let's embrace the wonder and magic of these mind-bending moments. Thanks for joining us on this captivating journey, and don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing content. Until next time, keep an eye out for the unexpected and the unexplainable.